What is going on, guys? We are going to be talking about something very special today. We are going to be talking about Zach Bagans' film Demon House. Now, if you guys are not familiar on any of this or this movie for what it's about or even who Zach Bagans is, Zach Bagans is a paranormal investigator who hosts a show by the name of Ghost Adventures. It has been on for 15 years. I believe it's been 15 years, and it's been on for a very long time. And for to me to actually even be doing this type of a video has actually made me think. And I'm reviewing the Demon House because this movie was seriously based on true events. This was not a Hollywood film. This was made by someone that has built something that went as a normal person to figure out if this was bullshit or if this was actually true. Now, I got to give first off my credit to Zach Bagans. He did a phenomenal job with making this film to everything that he went through in this film in his life, his journey to be a paranormal investigator. I will firmly, uh, give him a lot of credit to where it's due, and even more credit to him even furthering his passion for wanting to learn so much about that world. And me personally, I find the paranormal to be very interesting, as well as dark and scary at the same time. But there are people that will do it full time. There are people that will partly take interest in it. And honestly, I've always liked things that had to do with horror. I always liked things that had to do with pretty much anything like that. But this movie is based on events that happened in Indiana that had to do with multiple families that had issues in Gary, Indiana. This had issues that were stated by police, child protective services, as well as medical physicians, different county sheriffs, and people from the scientific world as well as from the paranormal world. Now, I'm not going to give you guys my full um, everything that happened in the movie, but I'm going to give you basically the key points. It basically does show throughout the entire film. Basically, what three-fourths of the film is showing what was fact and what was opinion, because a lot of this, he was there, Zach Bagans and his team, he was there, they were there to find out if this was a bunch of crap or if this was actually true, because he interviewed the people that made this the news about what happened, and he went to try to talk to them. They would not talk to him due to concerns, as well as so many other things, and as well as even he talked to different ones from Child Protective Services, as well as different police officers. He even spoke to someone that worked on that had to do with the book The Entity. That is a a movie and a book within itself that is based on true events. If you guys have not heard of that, you need to go check that out, because that is a intense film and book to read. It has massively to do with the paranormal, so I really do recommend you read that. Now, he also, if anyone did not watch the interview, he developed a issue with his eyes. He developed double vision, as well as cross-eyed, from what I read, from what I understood, at the end of this film, and that is very, very serious, because as well as he had to fire, um, or not fire, but let go a team member, and even have a team member leave because of all these issues that happened during the course of this film. And for him to still do it, again, that's massive respect. And this goes to show you, because even there was Hollywood that was trying to get involved in this, and he wasn't backing down, because he's like, no, I am the owner of this property. I am the first one on scene, and I'm going to make this because people need to know about this. This is what I love to do, and this is what I'm going to share to the world. And this wasn't no like Hollywood bullshit. This was actual, legitimate, real stuff because it was because if anybody does not know about Ghost Adventures, it is actual. This man, as well as his team, they go on facts, they go on history, they go about what people have seen, they go about what's actually happened about the history. Police, the county, whoever is involved in this legally, he talks to them, gets all the facts, the history, everything. And again, I've been following these guys for about 15 years, ever since Ghost Adventures premiered. And I've watched them go to so many different places around the world and around the U.S., and they've gone to a lot of magnificent places that are haunted. And this is probably one of the most haunted places, probably next to Amityville. And for for them to do this and then them to actually show this to the world, to actually go, okay, this is what I experienced, this is what the stories are, and you can take it for yourself. And for this to happen to children, to adults, to whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what exactly your profession is. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, because if you get into that type of situation, you do not know what you're going to do. You don't know how you're going to react until you actually react. Different people are going to react to many different things. And, there was a lot of things, because during the course of looking into this movie, I was really excited for this because I read both of his books, and because I do follow Zach Bane's work, because I am a fan of his work, and he did a magnificent job in describing what happened during the course of this house, because this was a 3-year movie in the making, and this took a lot of development throughout himself, the team. Again, they did a magnificent job, and the ones that were there was, of course, him, uh, Billy, and Jay. I did not see Aaron there, unfortunately. I guess he was not involved, or he did not want to get involved in the movie or this project, probably due to other things. But there were so many other people that did not want to be a part of this. There was people that got let go. There's people that just could not handle it, and there was a lot of this connected to what happened, from Zach explaining of a dream he had about a very demonic figure, to the house being put on the market, for him to buying the house, to him losing friends, to him losing people he knew, to his own experiences, to all this. This was just a very intense movie. And again, guys, I'm not going about the story, about his story, about what happened. You need to go check it out for yourselves and go give your opinion about the movie, because again, for whatever you say, because this is not an actual, like, quote unquote, movie, like, it's more like a mix between, and the only way I know how to describe this is like uh, Paranormal Activity with Ghost Adventures slash Amityville. That's the only way I know how to describe it. But it was Ghost Adventures, but it was not Ghost Adventures. This was something that had its own take on it, that was had to do with the paranormal world, and had to do with this story and someone's experience through it before Hollywood got a take of this. And I firmly believe Hollywood will probably do this, because they will probably do it within the next 10 years. I guarantee it, because any paranormal, since it's a lot more open minded than it used to be, there's going to be more people out there that's going to want to talk about it. There's more people that's going to want to make money from it, because that's what what it's about. It's make money in a film to scare people and actually make them think. So if they do try it, well, guess what? Someone already beat you to it, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. But if you guys again have not seen The Demon House, I do recommend you go check it out. It was a interesting film. It kept you on the edge of your toes. It made me even have goosebumps a little bit, and I don't scare very easy. I don't. And for me to even be watching this, and for me to even talk about it, because I am a very open-minded and spiritual person. I believe in good and bad. I believe that there's so much different things out there we cannot explain, and it takes an open mind as well as a scientific point of view to possibly even understand it. And sometimes even that's not enough. But to watch this and still be like, holy crap! And this is not scripted. This is not like, oh, this is what's going to happen at this point. It was not like that. It happened the way it was supposed to happen, the way, I guess, however it happened. So, but anyway, guys, I give this movie, even though I read different reviews, and there's some people like, it's this, or this. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know, everybody can be butthurt that it don't look like a Ghost Adventures uh, thing, but I give it a great review. I think it's gonna be a probably 9 out of 10. I mean, the things that I would have liked even more is if there was more involvement with the team itself just being in the house, like Zach being in the house alone or his team. But at the same time, you know, I was like, I don't want them hurt though. I don't want them to get, you know, hurt more than they would normally get hurt or even get, you know, physically, because these guys are putting their lives on the line for trying to prove what's out there. So, but that's probably the only thing. But then again, I do understand it from a personal point of view. It's like you don't want to be in there any more longer than you have to, and still you're gonna do it. So that was probably the only thing. But at the same time, I understood why. So. But other than that, I don't really have no issues with the movie at all. Again, I consider a documentation. I consider this a Ghost Adventures spin-off in a way, and at the same time, something that I enjoyed, something that I took very serious because I take this kind of thing seriously to understand, to learn, to observe, to review, to investigate even further on. And again, if you guys do not know anything about this, just give it an open mind. Just give it an open mind. Um, watch it before you give your full opinion, and then you can have your opinion. And that's exactly what it is. It's an opinion. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I normally don't post anything like this. Again, I do apologize for the late uploads. Wi-Fi is just crazy. I was even shocked I was even able to watch this movie online. So, but I did. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Links down in the description below as normal. Hope you guys are enjoying your night, your day, wherever you're located. And I'll be seeing you on the next one. Take care.